What is up YouTube, and welcome to yet another Legion video review. So craziness abounds this episode, and really this show is taking an immense turn, and the styles of this show is just beyond mind-blowing. I think we had a musical dance part, we had a natural history documentary at some point, and well, it is just insane. So let's get the facts here, right? So everyone was saved, or he tried to save everyone, brought them into the astral plane, and we're now at Clockworks, where everyone is an inmate, and they are being analysed by Lenny, the Aubrey Plaza character who died in the first episode, but they didn't. So it's absolutely mental that it reveals that Lenny, which we were kind of thinking for some time, is, well, a persona or version of the devil with the yellow eyes, which we saw, and they turn and show us, well, they're the same thing, which is just insane, isn't it, when you think about it? But I did like that reveal. I'm glad they actually got some facts here. We got some reveals. Turns out that David's father wanted to hide David away, and this is pretty much why I think David was adopted, because Charles Xavier, his father, is actually just scared that David is so powerful, or maybe he had some kind of hint that David would be an incredibly powerful mutant, and these dark forces would try and use him and take him away and use his powers for evil, which, well, the powers haven't actually been used for evil here, have they? They have just been kind of siphoned off, but we don't know. We don't know the wider world here. We don't know what this devil actually wants. We know that it just wants David's power, but for what end, to what end? She's mentioned, or it mentioned, that it could be more powerful than God, it could take on God. So what does that actually mean? And it's very interesting that it said the holier than thou, and that is obviously Charles Xavier in my eyes. Now, have we seen Charles Xavier? Now, a lot of people, including myself, are thinking that Jermaine Clement's character could turn out to be some form of Professor X, perhaps using Cerebro or something like that. But the show isn't drawing on the mythology or relying on big reveals or relying on characters from the comics, apart from David, of course. So I think any kind of reveal like that will be just as weird as any of the other reveals, or just as weird as the rest of the show. So we've got the Eye as well there in this astral plane, somehow causing trouble for everyone, and we've got Sid in it there as well, kind of realising that maybe this isn't real, this isn't, like, this whole thing isn't the reality that they have. So we've also got Mrs. Bird, who has gone absolutely crazy, or even crazier, in this weird kind of astral plane prison. So there is that as well, and I think that possibly she will sacrifice herself for David, because David is the huge mutant that will possibly save everything, which she probably thinks, and the rest of them probably think. So a lot of craziness in this episode. Maybe a bit too crazy, maybe it's a bit too weird. It's really hard to follow. I personally do find this show quite hard to follow, and maybe I have to rewind off or watch scenes again to kind of understand what the hell is going on. Now, they're on the astral plane. We have this bit with Mrs. Bird and the diving suit, Jermaine Clement, whatever. But then it reveals that it's the dude with the glasses there. So there is something going on there as well. This is possibly him reaching out, trying to save them all, bring them out and bring them back into reality where they're actually being shot at. So it's not really looking good for the group. But it was a really cool episode, and it was nice to be able to see the rest of this group of people and learn more about themselves and learn just who they are and what makes them tick, which is good. Finally we've had that. Now hopefully we can move on and get out of this kind of inner craziness, and maybe we can see what's going on in the wider world, but that probably won't happen because we've got a huge kind of thing stuck in David's head, siphoning off all his powers that has been with him since the womb. So, not really sure where this show is actually going to go, but I'm absolutely loving it. Hopefully it tones down the craziness a tad for the next episode to give us a bit of a respite. So that's it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.